What's up, boys? It's a Duel Factory, and today's video I'm going to be bringing you a Shaddoll deck profile post-ban list of October 2019. It is 2:30 in the morning, and I probably should be in bed because I have a move that I have to get ready for. But I wanted to get this recorded, and I wanted to show you guys what I've been playing for the past 2 weeks since the new ban list dropped. And as many of you who are longtime fans of the channel know, I am a huge Shaddoll advocate. I really love the strategy, and when Construct came back to 3, I was really excited. And I've been playing it for the past 2 weeks. The deck's a lot of fun. I think it's great having Construct back to 3. However, I don't think it's a tier 1 deck by any means or stretch of the imagination. But the deck is only going to get better because we just got a new Shaddoll structure deck announced, which we knew that was coming because it won the vote back a couple months ago. And Cloth Heap got announced in the OCG, and that card's really insane, and it works really well with this deck. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of keep like a running log of Shaddoll deck list that I've been playing ever since Construct came back to 3. And it's going to be the first one, and then I have an updated build I want to show you, but I wanted to get this one out first, just to kind of keep showing the evolution of the deck. That being said, we are playing the clown version of it. I think it's the best version to play of it as of right now. I did want to try and mess around with the artifact version since we also have 3 moral tech, but I'll come a little later down the road. But before I get into the deck profile, don't forget to check out the X2 Drop podcast that me and Bingo HD post every Monday on my channel, his channel, Google Play, and iTunes. And shout out to him. He gave me these sweet tokens that he made for me before he moved. The sweet Construct token. I've had the Mechaba token and this Blue Eyes White Dragon token. So shout outs to him. But let's quit talking. Let's get into the deck profile. So to start off, we'll start off with the Shaddoll monsters. I play 3 copies of Squamata. A lot of lists that I've been seeing and a lot of lists that have been popping up are playing like 1 or 2. Which I think that's incorrect. I think every list that you play should play 3 Squamata if you're focusing on the main fusion around Construct, because Squamata is the best one to pair with Shaddoll Fusion, and it's the best one to pair with Construct. And there's not a situation that you don't want to see it. Like it's good going first, it's good going second. It's a way with Shaddoll Core to search your El Shaddoll Fusion, be able to kill your opponent. It pairs the best with Construct, and it's also level 4, so it also works with your clowns really well too. So 3 Squamata. We're still sticking with 2 Beasts like back in the day. It's the second best card to send off Shaddoll Fusion and Squamata. One of the cool plays that you can do, arguably it's too slow for current Yu-Gi-Oh, but you can fuse turn 1 and then tribute the fusion to the set Beast. So then your opponent has to deal with the set Beast, which isn't that scary, but I mean, it's one of the better plays that you have going first. And then you get the fusion back, so on and so forth. And then if you somehow randomly run into, because you're going to be playing this more at a locals level, if you run into a mirror match, that play is actually really important, so keep that in mind. And then the rest of the Shadolls we only play as one ofs. Just 1 Falco, 1 Hedgehog, and 1 Dragon. All these cards to me are just utility Shadolls, and they're different names. That being said, they're just normal summons that you add to your deck, which you don't want a lot of normal summons to begin with. But they each have their own utility. Like, you like being able to send Falco off a Construct to be able to come back with a follow-up play. You like being able to send Hedgehog whenever you need it, to search Beast whenever you need it. And you like having Dragon to deal with occasional Floodgates and stuff like that. But I don't think they're good enough to play at more than 1 copy apiece. And to be perfectly fair, other than being fusion material, they're all normal summons anyway. So I kind of like to keep the Shaddoll count low. So that's it for my actual Shaddoll monsters. We play 8 total. And then for the Clown package, you play 2 Damage Juggler. This is the best card to send off Shaddoll Fusion. A lot of you don't know, when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to search, perform mages. You can discard this, reduce any damage you take once per turn to 0. I mean, this card does a lot. And being at 2 is actually is phenomenal. If it's at 3, I don't know if I'd play 3 if we were at 3 though, but it's a really good light monster. It pairs really well with the deck. So, and then we play 2 one-of clowns. 1 Hat Tricker and 1 Trick Clown. Arguably, you could probably play 2 Trick Clown. I'm playing 1 Hat Tricker, just for the fact, since I'm playing the Alistair Link monster, it comes up that it's an Earth attribute and not a Light attribute. Because you can't link Trick Clown and Construct to make Alistair the Invoker of Madness, because they're both the same attribute, but Hat Tricker's a different attribute than Construct is, so that's why it comes up, so that's why I play the 1-of. And then for the normal sum of the deck, we play 3 Mathematician. I still think it's correct to play this card. It's your best normal summon. It gives you access to every single card in your deck. Or as I like to say, like back in the day when I explained why you should play this card, it's the gateway to your deck. It gets to your Shaddoll engine, it gets to your Clown engine. Worst case scenario, you can send Squamata to the same core to add a fusion back if you absolutely need to. Like, it's really good. I think you should play it. And with the new cards coming out and stuff like that, I think it's really good that you should play in this deck. So, and then on to the hand traps. We're playing generic 3 Ash Blossom. It's the best generic hand trap. Arguably, I want to make room for Ogre in my list, but I haven't been playing it. But because that being a light actually comes up a lot. And then we're also playing 2 copies of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. I'm only playing 2 because I'm only playing at a local level, and you don't see a lot of meta decks or decks that link at my local, so 2 Phantasme is just fine. If I were to take it to an event, I would definitely play 3, and I think I'm going to make room for 3 in the list. But that's it for all the monsters. On to the spells. The best card. 3 copies of Shaddoll Fusion. It feels really good to play this card again. It really does, especially being able, now that we have 3 Construct available to us, it feels really, really good. Just having it going second and then activating it feels really good. It pairs really well with Sky Striker, Mobilize Engage, because then you just kill your opponent and stuff like that. It feels really good. Another card feels really good now is El Shaddoll Fusion. A lot of people don't remember that you can do some sick battle phase tricks with this card. So that's all you can say about that. And then, like I said, we're playing the Alistair link in the deck because we're playing the Sky Striker engine, so we're playing the 1 Invocation. This being searchable off of Alistair is actually, like, incredible. Being able to get to it, and people forget, like, it's an actual polymerization, so if you like draw and stuff like that and you have the materials to make Shaddoll Fusion monsters, it can get your plays going. But going forward, I don't think I'm going to play the Sky Striker engine. I don't think it's worth it, and I think I'm going to cut the Alistair link and the Sky Striker links to make room for other cards. But so far, the 2 locals I played, it's been really good. I like it. 3 copies of Instant Fusion. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's really good going second for Thousand Side Restrict. And it's also, if you think about it, another way to look at it is it's 3 additional Shaddoll names because it can summon Window off Instant Fusion. So a lot of the times, you'll find yourself in a position where you have a fusion spell, but you don't have a Shaddoll monster, but you have Instant Fusion. And Instant Fusion can get Window, which is essentially a Shaddoll monster, plus you get add back the spell because you fused off with Window. So I really like it. I think it's a staple 3 of in the deck, especially with Claw Thief coming. Like I was saying, 3 copies of Engage. You're just playing this to get the Hornet Drones, which lets you get... It's a Alistair link without having the normal summon, which is really, really... It's actually a really neat interaction, but I think this engine's going to get cut from my main deck, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And to accompany it, we play the 1 Widow Anchor and the 1 Hornet Drones. I wanted 2 targets for Engage to search, and Widow Anchor being at 1, I felt like it was the perfect one of to put in the search with it. And then the only other card we play is 1 copy of Foolish Burial. Then for the Trap cards, you play 3 Impermanence. This card's really good. Your deck actually has a really hard Thunder Dragon matchup. You need to be able to negate Colossus. Plus, it's just a good generic hand trap that can't be stopped by Call by the Grave. And then 1 copy of Shaddoll Core. There's a lot of nutty stuff you can do with this now that Construct's back at 3. And that was the main deck. As always, it's 40. Then on to my extra deck. As you already know, the 3 tokens Bingo made for me. Shout outs to him again. Make sure it's centered real quick. And then we will go to the extra deck. So my favorite part of the deck. Favorite part. 3 constructs. It's been so long. It's been several years since I've had 3 of these. But she's back at 3. It does so much for the deck. You can actually play now. Because like when we had 1 construct, like it was cute, but it wasn't enough to get the ball rolling for the deck. But now that we have 3, you can actually grind. You can kill your opponent out of nowhere. It's the best engine starter card. Link Master Rule 4 is actually really good for this card too. Being able to link with Construct after getting all of its effects off, it's so good. So 3 Construct, 2 copies of Winda. Construct being able to set up Winda plays now on your opponent's turn is insane. We are playing 1 Shekinaga. I think this card's still really good and does come up since you play Mathematician. And that's it for the Shaddoll monsters. And then for the other fusions, we play 1 Mechabucket since we're playing the Invocation. And we're playing 1000 Side Restrict. Then on to the Link monsters. I play 1 Hayate, 1 Kagari, and then we'll put this with it because it kind of goes with it. And the 1 Alistair, the Meltdown Invoker. Like I said, the play with Engage and Hornet Drones is really, really cute. After playing the deck and seeing what some of the stuff that it struggles with, some of the stuff that misses, I think we're going to cut this engine for now until Claw Thief comes out. Because I think just being able to play cards like Called by the Grave. I've been really wanting to play 3 BLS, but I know it's absolutely incorrect to do that. But I just want to because, you know, I have 3 IOC ones that I've been wanting to play for God knows how long. If you cut these cards, you cut Engage and Widow Anchor and all that fun stuff, and it just makes a lot of room in your deck. So I think that's what's going to happen, but this is what I played for 2 weeks. And then a generic Link 2 and Lambda. You need another generic Link 2. You just do. and 2 Nightmares and Phoenix and Unicorn. And then 1 copy of Borosword Dragon. You summon this card at least once a match. That's how you kill a lot of your opponents. Notably, I'm not playing any rank 4s in this version, but I think with cutting the Sky Striker engine and some of the room that'll free up in the extra deck, I think we're going to play 2 rank 4s, probably in Tornado Dragon and Dweller. I'm not 100% sure yet. I want to play the BLS link because it pairs really well with Construct. I mean, there's a lot of changes I'm going to do to it, but this was just my initial first rough draft of the list. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm always open to your guys' opinions. Tell me what you think. Tell me what can be changed, what engines that you think I should try with it that I haven't thought of in the past or anything like that, because I'm always open to learn. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the X2 Drop podcast, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it'll be soon, but I am in the middle of a move, so you might not see a lot of stuff except the podcast for the next couple weeks while I get myself situated. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.